Somebody built a nice bench out here in the woods with a view of the Cumberland Valley that we just hiked across. I'm going to thank them for their generosity by sitting down for a minute. Well, this is a confusing, very, very confusing we got Tuscarora Trail on a Blue Blaze path. And we have the Darlington Trail on an Orange Blaze path. That's also the Miller's Gap, Lamb's Gap, and something road. 7.5 miles that way. And then the AT and the Darlington Shelter are on a White Blaze path. Well, I know I follow White Blazes and exclusion of all else, so I'll keep going this way until I find the shelter path. I'm probably gonna stop and make a packet of ramen at the shelter before I push on any further. I'm pretty, I just did a very steep uphill from where I camped last night. So I'm gonna make some food and then I'll push on. So this is the Darlington Shelter. I just stopped in to make a packet of ramen up real quick and eat it, and then I'll keep hiking. It's about a 1/10 of a mile off trail. There is a bear box, which is for some reason attached to the shelter. Usually they put the bear box like 100 yards away from the shelter. There's a privy over there. Oh, jeez, this is a privy. I've stayed in shelters that were smaller than this. Oh, doesn't smell too bad. Oh, it's a moldering privy. I thought there weren't any in. Weird. So, there's a piece of me that's tempted to just curl up on one of these bunks in here and go to sleep. Oh, I'm exhausted from yesterday. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pack. I'm all packed up after a brief lunch, and I'm going to hike. The next mile or so is downhill. Then I'll be crossing a high valley before going up Cove Mountain. 7.5 miles to the shelter. I can do that. Maybe. I can probably do that. Well, I'm 5 miles from the shelter. Oh, I think I should have stayed at the last shelter. Even though I only walked a mile, I'm feeling absolutely destroyed. There's a road, PA 850, in a little ways. I'm thinking about maybe trying to hitch a ride into town. Or just laying down and going to sleep in the parking lot. I'm absolutely wrecked. Had 11 miles yesterday, and I probably should have just gone the mile, stayed at the shelter, rested and recovered from the 11. But, like an idiot, I tried to push it. And now I'm just absolutely feeling destroyed. A red-winged blackbird on top of the post right there in front of me. Do you see what I see? No, you do. That is a Trail Magic setup, I think. There's a cardboard sign up, so we'll see. But I'm thinking that's a Trail Magic setup. I could certainly use it today. Oh, oh yeah, that's the good words. Trail Magic. Hell yeah. Hello.
We have some Trail Magic here for you.
I see that.
Hot dogs, watermelon, cookies, chips.
Oh, thank you so much.
Stuff to drink.
So the Trail Magic was tasty and filling, but I'm still utterly exhausted. I am pushing forward. I didn't hitch out. But there's a water source in about 1.25 miles now, and the people doing Trail Magic said there's some nice camp spots there. So when I get there, I'm going to set up my tent and go to sleep. It's possible that I could wake up in a couple hours and decide that I'm ready to hike some more miles, but it seems unlikely, which is annoying. I was hoping to be able to get into Duncannon tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. Also, I overextended myself a little bit this month. I have a set budget for how much money I can have to spend at the beginning of the month, and I'm down to $240 for the month, and it's only the 10th or 11th. So that's not great. I'm probably going to try to talk to some of the pastors in Duncannon and see if there's any work I can do, day work I can do, help clean up some yards or anything for a little money, just to extend my my budget a little this month. I haven't even paid my phone bill this month, so that's my phone bill is $130 a month, which is unlimited data, but well, it's a little expensive. I wish I could reduce that by half, but right now I don't know how to do that. Oh, and to make it matters worse, I gotta have to contact Verizon. The charge port on this phone that I use is really, really wiggly. I have to be very, very careful when I'm charging, or I don't charge it at all. So, not great. But I do pay for a warranty, so hopefully I can get that warranty coverage and get a new phone without too much hassle when I find a Verizon store. Good morning. It's June 12th. I'm packing up. It's 6:30 in the morning. I've already got myself partially packed. I'll be packed and ready to go, hopefully by 7. I'll be making it into Duncannon today, and hopefully I'll get this video uploaded today. So I will talk to you once I'm on the way. I'm a little later than I wanted to be. It's 7:27, but hey, it's still better than yesterday when it was 9:30 before I got going. So, I believe there's only one uphill today, really. I talked to a lady yesterday. One of the ladies that was doing Trail Magic yesterday said she used to maintain this section, and there's only one real uphill, and then the ridgeline is pretty flat, or pretty, straightforward, not too rocky. So I got like 6.5 miles to go to make it to Duncannon. I'm gonna hopefully do that pretty fast. I might be meeting a friend later. I'm not sure. I'll have to text her when I get up onto the ridgeline. I don't have service down here in this little valley that I slept in last night, but hopefully I'll get a chance to meet her today. If not, well, that's just the way a cookie crumbles. Wish it would crumble into my belly, but no, I have enough food for today, and I still have like 5 packs of that ramen that I got on clearance, so plenty of food. I'm not gonna run out of food today, but it's not the most. That ramen's not very good, which I guess is why it was on clearance, but it'll fill me up, so that's what counts. I made it past my first up, or the only up on the day, really. I'm about 2.4 miles from the shelter. I'm probably not going to stop there for anything. I've heard that some homeless people live in there, so stopping in there for a quick break, probably not going to happen. The reason I mentioned the shelter though is it's 2.4 miles away. Over that 2.4 miles away, I have about 140 feet of up and 100, maybe 200 feet of down. So the trail is basically flat. And it's easy though. Rocks like this, while not hard, are annoying because you have to pay close attention to where your steps are coming down. It would be very easy to step here and roll my ankle, or step here and hurt my foot. So yeah, the trail, even when it's not up and down, it's not easy. I did all my easy the last couple of days over to Cumberland Valley. So, anywho, yeah, don't know. So, just occurred to me to check how far I've come since Harper's Ferry. I've come 117.3 miles. So I'll be at 125, 124, something like that when I get to Duncannon. Not bad. It's a little over 20 days, so it's not great, but it's not bad. It's 10:15. I've come about 3 miles. The last mile and a half, the last 3 miles was really rocky. I stubbed my toe and almost fell 3 or 4 times. So that's not ideal. Anyway, I'm about 8/10 of a mile from the shelter, but the shelter turnoff. When I read the comments for far out, it says the shelter is 0.2 off trail. So I'm not going to be doing that. I stopped here, I pulled out my cook stuff, fill up a quick pot of ramen, I got some water, and I'm going to push and try to get to the town. It's only about 3 miles from here to town, so I'm halfway. I'm gonna, anyway. If you ever have fires while you're hiking, make damn sure it's out before you leave. Came across to this, and I don't have enough water to put it out. Whoever camped here last night left hot coals, red hot coals, in the fire pit. That is red hot coals. I don't have any water. I'm almost out of water. I can't put it out. I guess I can try to pee on it, but I don't know how much I need to pee. So that's not great. So I peed on it and I spread out the coals a little bit, but it's still billowing smoke and it was pretty hot. I just don't have any water to dump on it. I'm gonna have to tell somebody when I get to town. I mean, I could call 911, but I doubt they would. I have no idea what they would say. This is Hawk Rock, I guess, I'm assuming. Pretty spectacular view, I think. I'll know better once I get there. I'm about maybe 100 yards north of where I saw that fire. Not sure what I should do other than what I did do. I have less than half a liter of water yet left for this last mile downhill. It's too hot for the hike without drinking water, so I can't. As much as I wanted to dump some water on this, it's probably not a good idea. On that fire, it's not a good idea. sure if I should call 911 or if I should just wait until I get to town or to tell somebody about it. I don't know. Not sure where Duncannon is from here, but there's a river right down there. Ooh, I wonder if I can go swimming in that river. Looks like there's a grassy spot where I can jump in and go swimming right there, if the trail gets close to that. But I don't know. Oh, that must be Duncannon over there. Yeah, that's the only town close by. So the trail goes this way. We circle back over there. So this is the trail I'm hiking on now. It's steps, but that doesn't make it easy. Fortunately, I'm in a bench here, so I can sit down for a minute. I'm almost out of water and my far out's messed up, so I don't know how far I've got left to go. Probably about. This trail is just killing my feet. Fuck. It's not even a trail so much as it is a nightmare. Well, I made it into Duncannon, Pennsylvania. Once I hike out of Duncannon, that will be another section that I've completed. A section that I previously haven't hiked. I mean, my very first Appalachian Trail hike, I started my hike in Duncannon, Pennsylvania, going north. And then a year later or a couple years later, I don't remember exactly when, I was going to come in and hike from Duncannon south, but somebody told me that there was a bus that went to Route 11, where I was a couple days ago. So I took the bus to Route 11 and hiked south. So I had never done this section between Route 11 and here until just now. But that trail magic lady yesterday told me there was some stealth spots on the edge of town, but I don't see anything. On the southern edge of town is what she said. I know about a stealth spot on the northern edge of town. There's a church hostel, but I think it's closed because of flooding, so I might not be able to stay there. First things first, I need to find some place to sit and take my boots off. Maybe plug in my battery. Give my friend a call, see if he's well, there's a stealth spot. Clearly says keep out. Seems like if I set up there, I'd have the cops showing up on my doorstep in the middle of the night, which is not very fun.